good afternoon. I'm here in Peoria, Illinois with the W9 UVI Club at Superfest. This is actually setup day. It isn't really started yet, but I'll tell you what, I am not used to this humidity. This is killing me.
Welcome to the Midwest!
I'm going to take the rest of you with me for a look here at Superfest. This time on K6UDA Radio. Day one of Peoria. This ought to be interesting. I looked for an Uber and they can't find an Uber for me. Freaking sucks. There's no Uber here. So why am I in Peoria, Illinois? Well, it's Superfest, and Superfest is one of the last two-day regional events held in the nation. This is pretty cool. It's their 99th year, so next year will be really big. Now, finding an Uber here at 7 in the morning on Saturday was, well, impossible. So a quick radio call to the event organizers. They sent somebody over to pick me up just in time to get to the event in time for my keynote address.
You want to announce that forums are going to start here shortly? Going to have a video presentation on DMR radios first at 10 o'clock.
This guy. Guys, remember, hey, the laws of physics still apply at a hamfest. Don't stand in the way of cars.
Okay, we don't want fresh meat quite yet. Oh, there you are.
I was super impressed with the turnout here and the amount of guys that were bringing stuff out to sell. I mean, this was probably 3 times as big as any ham swap that I had ever seen on the West Coast. Just amazing. The Peoria Ham Club rents out the Exposition Fairgrounds every year. They've been doing this now for 60 years at this location. They rent out, they've got 3 buildings full of regional retailers, small manufacturers. They've got 2 huge lots full of ham swap stuff. I mean, this is insane here for a regional ham fest. So I wanted to talk about getting on the air and new people. And I don't know, I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if I was going to have, like a room full of guys that were ready to take the test. Most of you guys look like you've been around for a while. You want to perpetuate that military, I had to do it and the next guy should have to do it kind of an attitude. New guys, and I'm 56 years old, new guys. So unless we start getting, 25, 30-year-old? 30, 35, 40? Yeah. Unless we start getting those guys in and younger guys into this hobby in 25 years, this is done. The FCC will sell off our bandwidth. There will be so few of us that, and if you don't think that UPS or FedEx wouldn't like to buy 160 meters for ultra low data communications between their logistics sites, don't kid yourself. They would love to buy our bandwidth, and the FCC would love to sell it to them if there isn't enough of us in the hobby that are practicing for the next Katrina or whatever the tropical storm is right now. This guy, he drove, 3 hours?
3.5 hours.
3.5 hours?
Yep.
That's awesome. What's your name?
Ryan.
KC9OZA from Noble only area.
From where?
Originally Noble. It's about 600 people.
Okay, Noble. What do you think of this whole Superfest?
This is the first year I've actually been to this one, and it's actually pretty good. I think it's right up there with maybe Dayton.
Really? Have you been to Dayton?
Been to Dayton 3 years now.
Okay. Cool, because I haven't been to Dayton, so I don't know. Anyway, guys, hey, he says it's good. It must be. One of the things these guys are doing here, they're having a VE session here at the Superfest, and behind me are a whole bunch of potential new hams taking their test or taking their upgrades. This is a regional ham fest here. This is their 59th year at this location and doing this thing. The indoor space here, they've got a bunch of regional distributors here. They've got Ham Radio World. Never heard of them until today. West Mountain Radio's here. Alpha Antennas is here. So they've got some manufacturers. They've got some good stuff. I'll tell you what though, the ham swap outside was off the chain this morning. It was as big as I've ever seen anywhere. When's the last time you ever went to a ham fest and there was a guy making custom pens on the scene? I mean, I've seen these things on the internet, on Instagram and everything, but I've never watched a guy actually sit there and make it.
President of the Peoria Area Amateur Radio Club. I've been involved with the club now for probably going on about 4 years. So Superfest is our annual ham fest for the Peoria area. We've been doing it now, this is our 99th year. 60 years at Expo Gardens here in Peoria. Next year will be our 100th year. And we are expanding it to having our statewide annual convention here next year. Still here at Expo Gardens in Peoria. And we hope to expand our speakers to having, I think we have Gordon West confirmed for next year. And we'd like to have a few more speakers along with that, just to kind of celebrate our 100 years of having Hamfest here in Peoria.
How the hell did you end up picking me?
Sure, I mean, that's a great question.
Was I like the last
No,
resort?
You were not. I mean, it was, finding a guest speaker for a Hamfest is no easy task. And not that we chose Bob as the last one. Bob was just a gracious invitee who accepted our offer. But when we started thinking about our tagline for this year was "Get on the Air," and we chose that as something great for just bringing people together for the ham community. How can we, just simple, keep it simple, get on the air. So I thought of Bob because I followed his channel ever since the beginning. I think it was probably episode 1 of your endeavors into YouTube. And I don't even remember how I came across your channel. But it was I'm like, this is exactly what Bob does, is just talk about how can we get on the air, make ham radio simple, but bring a little bit of the fun aspect to ham radio. And I reached out to Bob, and of course Bob graciously accepted the offer, and that's what brought him here to Peoria. So we're very thankful for that.
It's kind of winding down around here. This is the concession stand. It's 11 o'clock, Sunday, day 2 of this thing here in Peoria, Illinois. Guys, thank you so much for inviting me out here. This was very, very cool. You guys have a ton of history here. I'm really impressed with the vendors, and I'm actually going to go in right now. I want to take a look because I've seen a couple of guys walking around with some toys that I would really like to have. this is it. I am on my way out. Thank you for having me out here. This has been awesome.
Mark, W9WGN.
And yeah, Mark's been driving me around here for the past 2 days. It's awesome. And you kind of have, what, a special something you're taking me out to?
We're going to go out and visit the contest station of Craig K9 CT. It's truly a sight to behold. So, unfortunately, I can't get him into the station. Craig's not in town, but we will actually see the antennas in this antenna farm.
I'll show you guys some killer antennas. This is like a world-class contest station. And then I'm out of here. 7-3, guys. Beams. Holy crap, look at this. This is insane. I will link his website in the description below. Look at that 4 square over there. Okay. I almost guarantee none of you guys has a station like this. None of you. Everybody in my club, your stations are crap. My station is crap. This is truly a station. Mark, thank you. That was awesome. That was welcome. Freaking awesome.
Figured to make the highlight of your trip.
That definitely, wow. This is a world-class contest station. I would have loved to go in. I would have loved to taken you guys in, but the owner of the station, he ain't here. He's off in Chicago. Oh well. And I got a plane to catch, maybe.